Up and look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop. No, 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 no. I won't stop. I won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing.
What up, YouTube? What's cracking? What's popping? It's your boy EG from Ring Talk, brought to you by Underdog Sports TV. You know, we're here to give you guys another one. Hey, today we should have fireworks today, man. I got both my hosts in the building. I got JP in the building. And I got Tutti Love in the building.
Nah. Yo, we don't got Tutti today. We got Joshua Vargas, all right? Joshua.
Oh shit! Yo, we gonna get into some crazy shit today.
Love in the building, baby. Give him a hand of applause, baby.
Yo, hold on. Let me. Oh, today's gonna be crazy, yo.
Oh man, yo, you know who's gonna call it? You know who's gonna call later?
Probably your man.
Orlando Cruz. Orlando Cruz is calling later.
Oh yeah?
You heard? Yeah, Orlando Cruz. He gonna call later. They call him by the name of Pirin.
Josueee Vargas fight at 140. Ain't gonna fight him.
Oh.
Josueee
Vargas fight at 140.
Yeah, he do.
Josueee Vargas fight at 140.
You right?
Oh yeah, he does?
He fight at 140, yeah. He got knocked out by Jose Cepeda. You don't remember?
I remember
the first
that.
round?
I remember. Well, yo, okay. We started crazy right now. We was behind the scenes going at it. JP, what's cracking, my dude?
What's going on, man? First and most, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because with him, there's nothing. But now, man, I'm just here trying to enjoy this day of talking boxing with you guys. Hopefully, we get some views, and we're going to have a fun day today.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy today. Tutti was cracking, man. It was good.
You ain't know, same shit every day. You know?
I hear that. All right. So we're here to give you guys another episode of Ring Talk. This one is going to be crazy. I can't stop laughing. Y'all can't stop, yo.
This is gonna be fire today, boy.
Let me get to my first scene. We're trying to get all the serious business out of the way because we really have to talk about some crazy shit that we just found out today. Oh man, this shit is crazy. Hold on. First scene up. All right, we got Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. It looks like these guys they are on their final destination as far as a team. You know, there's been some words between the two of them. I'm gonna read the dialogue that I have on the right side of the screen, or I guess your left side or your right side, whatever it is. We're gonna speak about this, man, dear guys. I think this is messed up. You know how this is unfolding after the Tank Davis fight. What are your thoughts before we get into the dialogue? What are your thoughts on this? I'll start with you, Tutti. What do you think about what's going on with Oscar and Ryan Garcia?
Nah, he do need to get over it though. It already happened. Ain't nobody talking about that fight no more, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's over. It already happened. There was a rehydration clause. He lost. He was supposed to be injured in that fight. That's it. Go to 140. If I'm at 140, that's it.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think it's going to be a different fight at 140. Go ahead, JP, take it away.
Nah, man, I think Oscar De La Hoya is out of pocket. First of all, you're not there for your fighter on the most important day of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Taking on a guy like Tank Davis, the kid felt alone, and it's sad enough that Tank's team was more there for him than his own team in Oscar De La Hoya. I think Oscar De La Hoya is out of pocket, calling him a crybaby.
Yeah.
And talking all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He should know how he feels. You know, that's a heartbreaking loss. You know, for him to come out and tell him that Lupe, who's the manager of Ryan Garcia, that he did a bad business. You know, accepting the you know the clause, the rehydration clause that is his fault for doing it. You know, at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia fought for Golden Boy that night, and for Oscar De La Hoya to say all them words, to be honest with you,
yeah,
he lost credit with me there. And I like Oscar. You know, I think Oscar, he mean well, but I don't know what's going on, man. Like lately, I just didn't appreciate that doing that to Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is a star.
right.
For him to call him a crybaby in front of the whole world, you know, that's he's out of pocket.
And what JP is talking about is basically
But man, they got a picture of De La Hoya in stockings, bro. Just as a female. Ain't no more embarrassing than that. Come on.
let's read what coming from De La Hoya. We got, it says you know, what the fuck, Ryan? It's been almost 2 months and you're still crying about the post presser. The blame for your loss, just as JP just stated, is on you and your advisor Lupe. He's the only one who pushed you to accept the insane rehydration clause that is the reason you lost. Man up and own that. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And then you got Ryan. Ryan responded and says, "Okay, buddy, you got it all figured out. I'm tired of you disrespecting my whole career, and you think none of it matters. Loyalty and common sense is lost in your head. Stop treating people that way and think they will just accept it." Okay, so what are your thoughts on what Ryan just said, Jay?
Like I said, I mean, you know, I think that, listen, for a young fighter like Ryan Garcia to lose a big fight like that, um, to be honest, to just throw him you know, to just throw him under the bus like that, because you know what? At the end of the day, Tuti and EG, yeah, Oscar know he messed up that night. He was supposed to be on the biggest night of Ryan Garcia's career, you know, and I think, you know, it's frustrating when you don't have your team there. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, at the end of the day, Oscar's presence would have meant something to him. You know what I'm saying? But he's clearly saying it right there in what he wrote to him. You know what I'm saying? It's like Oscar is thinking like talking like he's, you know, like he's in top of everything, which he is. But at the same time, this kid is just coming from a loss. You know, like he put your company there, Golden Boy.
Right.
You know, he took that fight, and if he would have won, that would have been for all the marbles.
Yeah.
For bragging rights. And to be honest with you, have Ryan Garcia won that fight, Golden Boy would have benefited a lot from that. And you know that, guys.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Now, coming from De La Hoya, he says, also, you keep saying Tank's team offer more support. I get a lot of feedback. Try to lower your volume there, Jay. It says, Tank's team offer more support for you, blah, blah, blah. Bro, they set you up to lose with the rehydration clause. And most importantly, Al Heyman didn't even show up to the entire week. Actually, he never shows up. How's that for support? That's coming from De La Hoya. Do you guys ever see Al Heyman in any kind of? Nah, he's never around. No, he's more.
Al Heyman is never around, so
yeah, he's
Oscar can't even come up with that. Like it's just like I said, it's like kind of nonsense what he's saying there. Like he lost points with me. I'm a big Oscar De La Hoya fan, but he lost points with me with that. That's not right what he did to Ryan.
And then also Ryan says, you know, I'm about to fight this guy, and you go act buddy with him. You don't care about your fighters. Really, really tired of the fake act. Stop the cap. Be real for once, man. I can't respect you more if you told the truth. You're in it for the cash. You're in it for the cash. No love lost. So that was the last statement from Ryan. So do you guys think there's there's gonna be some kind of repatching this relationship, or you think this is it? I start with you, Tuti.
Nah, it wasn't. I don't think it's gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing personal. He just gonna move on, and that's what he just should do. Just move on, get another team. That's
He also now Ryan is down with Derek James now with the Errol Spence team, and that's a good look. What does he have? Does he still have any contracts under De La Hoya with fights as far as how many fights he got left? He got like 3 fights left with Oscar, right?
I'm not
He
sure.
listen. The only thing I can tell you is this, Angel. Ryan Garcia is a star in the boxing world.
Right.
He doesn't need a promoter. What he could do the same thing Floyd Mayweather did, and even Oscar De La Hoya did that too, and a lot of other greats did it. They do their own promotional company. Canelo's doing it. He signs with who he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Even Devin Haney, look, Devin Haney took a fight with Top Rank through a 3-fight deal. He has no ties with no one else. And that's how boxers should do their career from now on. They should do it by 2 or 3 fights. It makes sense because they make a lot more money,
Yeah.
and he's a star. Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. Ryan Garcia is a bigger star than Devin Haney. He got more following than Devin Haney. He's a star. This kid is a star. I think that Oscar De La Hoya is trying to in some way sabotage his career. And that's why I think that when Ryan does whatever fight he needs to do, he needs to call it quits with Golden Boy and do his own promotional company. He could do it. He's that big of a star.
Well, let's see what happens. We lost
For
Jay.
JB.
Yeah, we lost him. He'll be back. He'll be back. With that being said, I just hope Ryan the best, and hopefully he at 140, he gets to see Rolly. I think I was reading an article stating the fact that he wants to get that fight done, and if that fight gets done, it's going to be done in September. So we wish nothing but good luck to Ryan and the whole Ryan camp. I'm a Ryan camp fan, and nothing but the best to Ryan Garcia, and hopefully this will work out between him and Golden Boy. All right, let's move to the next. It looks like we lost Jay for a minute. He should be back. We're gonna talk about this boy right here, Mr. Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis. Man, this is all right, hold on. Somebody's ringing my bell. There we go. What's up, Jay? We lost you for a minute, but you're back.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be talking about Mr. Gervonta Tank Davis. I think this is some BS, with the judge, being so. I understand the situation. He was in an accident. It was a hit and run accident, and it was unfortunate that Gervonta is now remaining. He's in prison now, doing his remaining time, which is 60 days in prison.
Nah, it's jail, man. Ain't no prison. Prison.
Jail.
It's
Same
jail.
shit.
Prison.
Jail. He's gonna be doing his 60 days in jail now because the judge caught the whiff that he bought a penthouse for $3.4 million, and I guess she was a little salty behind that, and then she said, you know what, you're having too much of a good time on the stipulations that we want. What they said was 200 days, something like that, right? 200 or 300 days, no kind of boxing activities, no nothing, and she just felt that he was having too much fun, and then, she remanded him and locked him up, and now he's doing his 60 days. He'll be home soon. 60 days, he'll knock that out. That's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to do a day in jail. You know what I'm saying? So, what are your thoughts on that, Jay?
I mean, I don't want to criticize this man. This man, it sucks to be in jail.
Yeah.
For every man that's been incarcerated, it's not fun. It's you're being the COs. We got one right there that they're not all kindly sometimes, and but at the end of the day, look, the way I feel about this situation is, I'm just like everybody else. Hopefully, he can come back home soon and become the face of boxing that he is, because he is the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. This kid is doing good numbers. He's doing better numbers than Canelo. and everybody in the sport. So we got to give him that credit. He is the face of boxing. But in the other hand, it's not good for our sport because, what do we say to these kids that look up to Tank? Like, the kids that want to be like Tank and stuff like that. Like the only thing I can say Tank is that, just try to make better decisions. When things come to, because you're the face of boxing. Whatever, anything you do, even if you sneeze sideways, they're gonna say something wrong about you. But try to carry yourself in a more professional way, and all I can send is all the best luck for you, and in 2 months you should be out, and hopefully the biggest fight to get made.
So now, before I get to you, dude, so now that he does his 60 days in prison, right, or in jail, does he still have to do that shock program now that he's doing jail time?
No, I don't think so. I think if he finishes up his 60-day his prison time, I think he's done. Yeah, I think he's done. So, but so
that means
there's a fight coming in the fall or in the winter. I heard there's a fight for the winter or the fall. And
right, so let's break this down real quick. Let's break this down before I get to you, dude, real quick. So he's doing 60 days. So you figure June, the rest of June, July, and then the beginning of August, right? He'll probably be out by the beginning, the second, maybe the first or second or third.
Middle of August.
Middle of August. What time he's gonna have to prepare?
Well, all depends how how big he gets too. Because when you're in there, you're eating potatoes.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna.
Whatever they give you, peanut butter jelly sandwiches or whatever they give you in there. So it all depends on how big he get. But I'm sure he's gonna be disciplined. I think he's not gonna be, because I if I'm not mistaken, I was seeing I heard he's in PC, not because he wants to, but because for that prison, it's more convenient for him not to get hurt in there, because if something happens to Gervonta Davis, he can sue them because he's a public figure. So that's what I was reading, or I read something of that nature. But I mean, Tuti could probably elaborate a lot more than that, because I'm not too knowledgeable in.
Because in jail they have PC too, though. In jail they got PC. And
yeah, they got PC.
He was in Rikers Island. They had him in a whole side by himself.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's what they're gonna do with Tank, because they don't want, he's a public figure. They don't want, they want nothing to happen to him. So he's gonna probably be alone. You know what? This, in a way, he's probably. I hate to say it, because I wouldn't want no one to be incarcerated, but it's probably the best thing that happens to Tank, because his freedom, he's gonna know right now that it's more than whatever he got in his bank. You understand what I'm saying? And he's probably gonna think about it twice now to react to certain things, or to try to do the better for his career, for so he could show the people that he's a good citizen. You know what I'm saying? A good person, not the way they want to paint them out to be, like a monster, nothing like that.
Go ahead, Tuti.
The judge is a racist, man. He's still a young black rich kid. And that's it.
That 3.4, that 3.4 got to him, to her.
Yo, Tuti,
the same thing with Meek
can you get in trouble for talking bad about a judge? Please don't incriminate yourself.
I know.
Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Well, like same thing with Meek Mill. Meek Mill ain't doing nothing that bad for that lady to lock him up like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This dude, all right, you know what I'm saying? He was house arrest. He can't really do much.
Yeah, she wanted him
to buy the property and you lock him up for that?
Yeah, she wanted him to spend the time in a 1-bedroom apartment and have his kids come see him.
Now she should get in trouble for that dude. You can't tell him how to live his life either. Because you ready to come in house arrest.
Technically, she gave him a break to go do his time in a house. So
he was there with coming forward.
I understand that, but technically, the judge did give. She took all that off the table, the jail time off the table, and told Tank, if you're gonna do house arrest, you're gonna do it where there's no boxing activity, no fun, no nothing. What got to her was that $3.4 million penthouse that he just bought, and she didn't like that.
You know what I got a problem with?
What?
My problem is what the judge did. That, I understand. Okay, no fun activities or nothing like that, but you don't play boxing. I'm sorry. I don't know how knowledgeable she is about the sport, but you don't play boxing. And she's taking. This is how Tank makes money. There's no way a judge could, you know what I'm saying? She's taking your way of making your money. Like, he's only asking to be in the gym. Why take that away from a man? That actually I'm gonna put myself in a way. Boxing saved my life in a way, because my boys were doing stupid stuff in the streets while I was in the gym training. You understand what I'm saying? So how can a judge come and take your you know what I'm saying, your bread and butter away just like that? You know what I'm saying? That's not right. I think that's my biggest problem.
Yeah, Jay, but if you say that to all right, let me break this down and leave it even more. If you say that to somebody who's not a boxing fan, right, and is just looking at the the health of a pregnant lady who just got ran over, what do you say to those people that they're not boxing fans?
No, I agree. Listen, I'm not here to try to.
No, but what you
You
just
know what I'm
said,
saying?
was it's not right for the judge to take away his way of making money. But
Then give him
what
prison.
no,
Then
but what I'm
give him
saying,
prison. No, but listen, then give him prison.
and that's what she did.
Listen. All right, but look. What I'm saying is this. What I think she wanted to do was manipulate everything.
Of course.
And I don't think that's the right decision. If you're gonna start manipulating on how I live, or how I can see my daughter, how I can see my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you telling me to stay in a 1-bedroom with my kids you can't do that. That's screwed.
Hold on,
no matter
Jay.
what he did.
All right,
Then just give me prison. Let me finish my term.
So let me say this.
And I'm done with it.
Right. So by you saying that, right? I don't want to stay in a 1-bedroom. So how about if I lock you up in a 4x4 room?
Then
And your kids gotta come.
I'd rather do that and get it over with, because you can't have me in your hand and do what you want. It's either you put me, lock me up, or you gonna give me my freedom.
That's not true. That's not true. No, because if you did the crime, you got to pay the time some way, somehow. So if I'm giving you jail time, it's jail time. If I'm giving you house to do your time at home, then you got to do your time at home.
EG, let me tell you something. You know that people train in when you locked up, right?
Of course, I understand that.
All right, so how can he not train?
He wasn't training. He wasn't training.
But that's what I'm saying.
He ain't saying though. Yeah, wasn't like, how can you stop him from training? So
yeah,
to move either.
That's what I'm saying.
But what the judge was saying was, she doesn't want no boxing activity whatsoever. That meaning he can't go to no boxing fights. He can't go to the gym. He can't do nothing. But in reality, Calvin Ford in his house, they got something set up where he could, train. What really triggered the judge to lock him up was the $3.4 million penthouse that he purchased for him and his kids. Okay? So what the judge said, so you over here living lavish and spending money and thinking you're supposed to be in Mr. Calvin Ford's house and spending your time there. But now since you wanna
all right, but how does he know that he even left the house? He just probably sent the money.
Somebody said something.
Listen. Again,
what he did, what he did?
He bought a penthouse.
No, what he did that to get 60 days in prison.
He violated the terms.
Oh, I'm saying the crime. What the crime he did?
Oh, he did the running over the lady.
She died?
No, she didn't die. She got hurt. She was pregnant, my dude.
She lost the baby?
I don't know about all that.
Man,
listen, my thing is this. This is a plain and simple thing. This to me is a petty thing.
Allegedly, I could be wrong, but I heard that the lady was pregnant. So
I don't know exactly. Listen, I don't know what happened to any of the parties involved. I don't know what happened to the plaintiff or
there was more. There was more than one. There was more. The thing with his baby moms when they had that fight and she called the cops on him. That case was dropped. She dropped that.
But they dropped that.
Right, they dropped that. What the judge hit Tank for was for the hit and run. That's what she hit him for.
My thing is this. Look, and this is the truth. I mean, again, if anything happened to that lady, or if someone died, if a baby died, and I'm not sure what went on. Yeah, I'm not sure what went on because I'm sure that he would have got a lot
That's
more
murder.
time.
Because
Yeah, they would. Yeah, he would have.
And then what made it even worse?
That's murder.
What made it even worse was that also there's also allegedly the lady was yelling out to Tank saying help me, and he just kept going. He didn't help her. He left her there.
Look again.
Allegedly.
I don't I don't condone none of that. I don't condone none of that. I don't know if Tank was intoxicated. Who knows what happened? My
we
whole
don't
thing
know.
is
We
this:
don't know what happened.
we don't know. But one thing I can tell you is this: if you're gonna give me time like for me to serve at home, but I can't even do my activities like as far as like training, then just lock me up because at least when I'm locked up, I could train.
You can still run.
You can still run. I mean,
that's if they don't put you in
again,
23-hour lockdown.
that's what I look. I just feel like the
Still got 1
judge.
hour to work.
Yeah, you work your ass off that 1 hour.
you run for that 1 hour.
But overall, man, we just wish nothing but all the best to Tank Davis. Speedy getting the hell out of there and back to what you love, which is boxing.
And also, Angel,
yeah.
to the family that got injured, if they ever get to hear, this podcast, we want to send, all the blessings to you and your family, and hopefully, you guys are not crippled or anything like that.
Recovery.
That speedy recovery. Yeah.
Yeah, so Javante, don't worry, you be home soon. There's another guy out there that's claiming to be the king at 135, but he's going to 140. I didn't say nothing. All right, let's move on to the next.
I'm surprised, Angel.
What?
I'm surprised you didn't blame Devin Haney for telling on Tank.
Nah.
All right, now it's gonna start getting a little spicy. The next, did I say all the best to Tank and hopefully come home soon? I said that already, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. The next scene we got here is gonna get spicy. Oof. Oh man, where my guys at? Oh man, damn. Hold on a second, guys. Let me hold on. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. All right. Oh, damn, what the hell is going on here?
Sorry. Who else?
Scouting. He's scouting at 140, and I think it has to do with this fight right here with Pagreas. Well, first things first, June 17th, we got Mr. I can't pronounce his name. Can you pronounce his name, Jay? I'm gonna say
Regis Pagreas.
Regis Pagreas, and then the other guy is Zorayas, something like that. Zorayas. They have a date on June 17th in New Orleans. I don't know the time of the fight, but Mr. Pagreas is going to be defending his WBC versus Mr. Zorayas, and the man to the right, or to your right, to your left, Mr. Devin the Dream Haney is going to be scouting at 140. I wonder why.
But what's there to scout? If you're going to fight at 140, just go at 140 and fight.
No, but he's talking about he wanted to, because remember his next fight he wants to do at 140 because he's having trouble making the 135 weight. Okay,
that's what he's saying.
You want to take it away, Tuti, because I know you got a lot to say about that. I said it's gonna get spicy.
Look, I'll be honest. He ain't that guy, pal.
Hold on.
Bruh. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Look, I'm talking about for legacy purpose and for and the way his father talks. You understand? You had a fight. You had a good fight with Lomachenko. You didn't win that fight.
Look at Jay getting ready, boy.
Right? You didn't win that fight. All right. But you cannot compare yourself to the grades. Or I'm doing this for legacy. That's his favorite word. I'll do this. I don't care about the money. I'll do this for legacy. All right, so legacy is though that you lost that fight. So why you just don't get that man a rematch? All right, and then you got two other people at 135 that dying to catch you. All right, why you don't fight them? Fight them. Give that rematch, and then go to 140. Then nobody can say nothing about you. They can't say nothing about him if you do that. But now you just had this close fight, right? And then people barking at you. You got the Tank, the Shakur Stevenson. They even have this dude, Frank. And last name is Frank. Or first name is Frank.
Frank
Martin.
Martin.
Huh?
Frank Martin.
Frank Martin.
Yeah, and now it's like he's leaving to go to 140. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's going to happen if Tank, Shakur Stevenson, and Frank Martin go to 140? You gonna go to 147? You understand? You understand? So why not just fight these people at 135 where you are the unified champion? Saying you are the unified champion there. You're saying nobody can take that away from him. He's a unified champion. All right, though.
Unified?
He's unified. I mean, undisputed. I'm for undisputed.
No, hold on. Okay. Nah, rephrase that. Because that's staying on that. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you're right. He's undisputed at 135. You understand?
It's different. It's different.
Right. But the thing is, though, it's a big difference. You are undisputed at 135, right? Now that you have your first real test, you didn't perform that people thought you were going to perform. Prove them wrong. Prove them that you are that dude. But don't run after you had a close decision fight. Leave and make a statement before you leave. That's my whole thing, though. Leave, making a real statement. Nah, you lost this fight. Now you leave. That seems to me.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right.
I'm done.
All right, so I hope I get the same love that you know what I'm saying you got from your cousin, right? I hope I get that same love. That's the first two. No. But listen, another thing I'm gonna make.
This is the first time you ever do this.
Oh, but check this out. Let me say one thing also. You seen all the oohs and ahs they put for you? That's the same exact shit that happened when Lomachenko fought Devin Haney in ESPN. There was a lot of oohs and there was a lot of ahs, and you had a lot of biased people watching the fight, talking against what Devin Haney was doing, and they were talking a lot more positive for Loma. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Why though? But why? Why?
Because there's bias.
It's not only bias. He was out to be the villain.
Listen, forget about being a villain. When you winning a fight and you're doing what you gotta do, you gotta point it out.
Time out. I gotta say something about this. Time out. So you mean to tell me the push on in the weigh-ins that has nothing to do with being a villain?
Angel, we're talking about look, we're talking about apples and oranges. Let me explain.
That's a tangerine.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's different. A tangerine is different. So let me explain something to you. What you're talking about is different.
No, but it has to do with it.
Listen, he's the villain. Okay, he's the villain. I understand that. That's what he wanted to portray.
So that's why he got all the oohs and the ahs and bias from.
It's true.
Listen to what I'm going to say. Listen, there was more than 80% of the people that was in that arena were all going for Lomachenko.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of people that saw the fight that were saying, "Wow, it was an amazing, crowd. Like they were all, all Loma, and you're watching everything on Loma. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys: Fernando Vargas Jr., Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr. I'm talking about boxers that were right there watching the fight. Or, I mean, at least some of them was there, and some of them might have watched it on TV. But you got to understand, when you go back and watch that fight was very close. That could have gone either way. Now, let me ask my questions, because you're going to respond the answer that I'm trying to get, and I always try to get from you guys. Is Loma the best 135-pounder in the world?
Yeah.
That's one, right? Another thing I was going to ask you, Tuti, was it a close fight?
Hell yeah.
All right. Two. My third question to you will be this. And this is where I tell you, we can't be biased. I'm not trying to change your opinion, like as far as you watching the fight. You guys, I respect your opinion, Tuti. For real. I do. I'm not trying to change nobody's opinion. But what I am going to point out is that you had a guy in Lomachenko that is probably one of the best lightweights ever. Not even in the last 10 years, like I said before, but ever. This guy has done amazing things, winning titles in 3 different weight divisions, you know, just doing everything what he's done and beating guys. This guy got like 8 people. He beat the undefeated record from. Like, it's amazing the stuff that he's done. Now, what I'm trying to get to is this. When you got a guy like Devin Haney, who's only 24 years old, who is undisputed, the undisputed fighter, who's the youngest undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Another thing that I wanted to remind you guys was that no one was calling Lomachenko. Guys, nobody was calling Loma. Nobody wanted to fight Lomachenko. Bill Haney asked in the press conference, he asked him, was anybody calling you? He said, no. Who was the only one calling you? Say the truth, Papachenko. Papachenko, yeah, you was the only one calling us. But the fight, you know, nobody wanted to give him the fight. He said it clearly. The only one that stepped up, that gave him an opportunity, was Devin Haney. And that count, guys. This one I'm trying to tell you. Does he want to prove himself that he's the best? Absolutely. He's taking on the best fighter in the world, and what the lightweight, the best fighter at lightweight. So for him to perform, even as a draw, I'm content. You want to know why I'm content? To me, I don't want, again, if he would have lost this fight, I thought he won. But let's say if they would have said Loma won the fight officially, and he said, I wouldn't have been crying. I would have been like, you know what? Congratulations to Lomachenko, because he's a hell of a fighter. I can't take away that from him. So my thing, it was close enough for a rematch.
And that's what we want. I think that's what it has to come down to.
That's what everybody wants. That's it.
A rematch.
No, but what I was trying to get to is this: that the fight was real close. That could have gone either way. And I'm not gonna cry if it goes to Loma, because Lomachenko deserves everything that he gets from now on. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, him performing at 35 the way he did with Devin Haney, I said it from the get. I thought this fight was gonna be a 50-50 because people thought he was gonna steamroll through Loma. I'm like, yo, where are your eyes, bro? Look at what he's done through the years. Look at all these fights he has given us. Look at the great fighters that Lomachenko has beaten to get to this point. So now the thing, what irks me the most is that they're trying to shit on Devin when he put a nice fight with Loma, the best fighter in the world. And I understand. Listen, I understand you guys when you guys are gonna say he was the much bigger fighter. He was this. He was younger, yeah. But Lomachenko, in his right, is the best 135-pounder in the world, and that's all I wanted you guys to realize, that he didn't fight a bum. Had he fought a bum and would have gave a weak performance, then I would be with you guys and be like, you know what, I was wrong about Devin. The truth of the matter is he fought the best lightweight in the world, and he broke bread with him. And the officials thought he won. Okay, then he won. But let's not shit on this kid. Let's see what happens next. Let's see who he takes on next.
No. You know the problem here is, though? That the way he was going about it to this fight. Oh, I asked for this fight 4 years ago. Loma would have cooked this boy 4 years ago. Cook him 4 years ago.
Okay.
He was ready for Loma 4 years ago, right?
But
now you gotta go. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say is, no one was calling Loma out, bro. Yo, Devin, don't you look, but listen, but even Tank said it himself from his mouth that Floyd was trying to set him up with a fight with Loma.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you, what I'm saying is, at least this kid called the phone. He want the smoke.
All right, no problem. Okay.
No. Listen.
All right, he called for the fight. He called for the fight. Yo, he called for the fight to lose because he lost that fight.
Okay, but at least he valiantly did it.
He stepped up. He stepped up to fight him. Okay. I'll give you that part.
That's a plus. That's a plus. That's why I try to tell you. Look, another thing that no one is gonna give Devin Haney his true flowers.
All right, but when you seem to forget that he was 11 years younger than Loma.
Yes.
11 years, right? And if you look at their record, he got more professional fights than Loma.
Yes.
Right? He's bigger than Loma.
Yes.
Right? And he was talking a whole lot of shit about this fight.
Yes, but you saying it yourself that he's the best at 135.
Loma is the best.
I know that. That's why the fight was that close.
But the problem I have here, though, he wasn't giving Loma his respect from the beginning. That's the problem I have.
Okay, but then come on, Tuti. You know when you win a title fight, you want to win every second, every inch of it.
He wants to get in his mind. I'm talking about the beginning before the fight. I'm talking about the whole respect getting into the fight. The way they were trying to sit on Loma. Like you said,
I agree. Listen,
and even after the fight, though,
that makes him
after the fight.
That makes him a villain.
I know, but they asked his father, "Yo, will y'all give him a rematch?" The father said, clear as day, "I don't see the fight nowhere close enough for us to even give him a rematch." Come on.
Yeah, but let me say one thing to you. Let me say one thing to you.
That's why they hit him in the head with the beer.
The only thing I could tell you, and I could tell the people out there that's asking for a rematch, we just gotta wait and see what he's gonna do with his career. Because to be honest, yeah, but if he might, who knows? What if he gives Lomachenko a rematch? And we get another great fight.
He gets respect.
We can't talk shit.
Nobody can talk shit about that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let's just wait and see. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he wants to make this fight bigger. See, me and you, we're arguing right now about this fight, and a lot of people's gonna see this, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna argue, and it's like a repetitive thing. Who knows? Maybe this sparks up the world, and then we get a rematch with. I want to see. To be honest with you, the only fight that I want to see, I don't even want to see Tank and Devin yet, because I saw a great fight 2-3 weeks ago in Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and I think I'll tell you the truth. I'm the first one to tell you, Tuti. I think I want to see a rematch because it was a hell of a fight.
I got something to say about that.
No, my thing though is the way they do it. And the way they doing it, it's like they shitting on Loma. I don't like that. You understand?
Well,
I'm telling you, because even with Floyd, with Castillo, right after the fight, that man with the locker room, the words in his ear, you know they say you lost that fight. You know they say you lost that fight. On the way to his house, rematch. You got a rematch. You got a rematch. You have.
Well, I got something to say about that rematch. There was an interview with Mickey Bay.
Yes. And I was going to bring that up too right now.
I heard that interview, and they had asked him the same question. They said, should Haney give Loma a rematch? And he said
no.
Who said
no? Let's elaborate a little bit on that. Let's elaborate a little bit on that. Why?
First and most, let me just say that Mickey Bay, for what Mickey Bay said from his own mouth, he said that he is training with Shakur Stevenson at the moment. Mm-hmm. So you got to understand, he has nothing to do with Devin Haney. They're friends.
At that spot.
That's his man, though.
Huh?
Those are his people.
It's his man, Angel. But what I'm saying is, he got nothing to do with the negotiations. Mm. It's about money. Yes. He said, this is what he said. Look, he said the only fight that's lucrative that he could see Devin Haney making at 135 is a Tank fight, because it's going to bring big bucks. But he says that he should move up in weight.
But what I'm saying is, why no? Why not give him a rematch?
He's giving his opinion again. Mickey Bay is no longer. Mickey Bay is no longer. And yeah, and again, like you said, it's a money thing. For him to say no, people's gonna be like, why? I want to see that. Nah. You know, everybody's gonna get drugged up on watching. You know, it's like they're gonna get high on that. That's gonna call people. It's like when Floyd. You know how many times Floyd said he was not gonna fight Pacquiao, and that fight just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And it's the same thing.
That fight was trash.
You understand? Yeah, when you say no to a fight, Angel, the fight rolls. Everybody wants to see it. So I think, to be honest with you, let me just say this. Look, when you've been in the ring already with a person, one thing I forgot to tell you guys. They just put up a video where you hear Devin telling his corner, he figured me out. He seen me moving to the left.
I saw that.
Now, you saw that, right? Is that a good thing or a bad thing from Devin? Let me see something. It's a good thing for Devin because he noticed that Lomachenko it's knowledge. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people that don't know about boxing, they'll go shit on Devin. They'll be like, oh, look, he's saying he figured out, he broke down. No, he noticed that the technician figured out he was going to his left. So he changed. That's why when in the 12th round he came, he fought a little bit different. You understand? He fought, if you look at it, he threw a little bit more his jab and stuff like that. Which, listen, I'm in love with that fight. I swear to God, bro. Like, I love that fight.
I got a question.
This is I don't even know how long. I think it's like a long time I seen two guys go at it like that and show their IQ at high level. Like, it was high level shit, bro. Like, I'm grateful to see a fight like that, and I'm glad it went 12 rounds.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's say we get a rematch, right?
Yeah.
And we get the same outcome. Do we see a real robbery going into? Do we see a robbery, and to who?
Who knows? This time they're probably giving it Loma. Who knows? They're probably giving it Loma to make a trilogy.
Nah. You know why they're gonna rob Loma? Because Loma is almost on his way out. So there's no reason for him to have all those belts.
Yeah, but still, you know, Loma's. Let me tell you something, Tuti. You want to know something? Right now, Lomachenko is the mandatory at WBC. He's the #1 contender for the belt.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The #2 contender for the belt. You know who that is, right?
Shakur Stevenson.
Yes.
WBA? Or Shakur, yeah.
For the WBC.
Yeah, the WBA is Tank.
Remember, like a month and a half ago, they came out and said that the mandatory was Shakur Stevenson, but all of a sudden, because of the performance that Lomachenko had with Devin, they put him #1 and they took Shakur and put him down.
And all the
now
letters.
You tell me if that's not biased.
No, because Shakur just got.
But he was #1. You understand how can you take out the #1 unless he doesn't fight for like a year?
All right. You just answer your question. You know why? Because they know he won that damn fight. At least put that man #1.
Nah, you know what it is? The problem
here is
getting
them letters, boy.
Nah, it's the bias, bro. It's the bias.
No.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Huh?
He was sending letters to the sanction bodies, crying.
It don't matter. His petition was declined. The reason that happened is because there's bias in boxing. The WBC, listen, the WBC has the 3 best guys on top.
It wasn't declined.
They declined it. He lost his appeal.
Yeah, the appeal to win. The appeal to win, but not the rematch.
No, but again.
No, but you can't appeal. They cannot. But they don't have to give a rematch. But there was no rematch clause. They don't gotta
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Loma wrote the letters to the sanction bodies to make him the #1 contender again, right? To fight for the rematch, not the win.
Yes, but he don't gotta give him a rematch.
He don't gotta give him. You want to see what Canelo do to Benavidez?
That's true.
Benavidez #1. He don't gotta fight.
No, but that this would be cool though. This would be, to be honest with you, the best move. If I was Devin, I already been in the ring. I could only get better fighting a guy like that, like Loma. That's the experience of a lifetime that you ain't getting with nobody else. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't see Devin. I always told you guys, Devin Haney's biggest fight is gonna be when he fights Shakur Stevenson. That's gonna be his hardest fight. But for him to get better, he need a guy like Loma that comes from a southpaw position, like Shakur, and they fight kind of similar. Now, not because no one fights like Loma. Loma fights a lot of angles. He moves left, right, he turns you. Yeah, nobody fights like Loma. But I think that if he beats Lomachenko in the second fight, I think I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think he could beat. I will go for Devin in this time. I think if he beats Loma, he'll beat Shakur. If he beats him convincingly. Now, if it's a close fight like that, styles make fights. I kind of always said that Shakur is gonna give him hell. So, but at the end of the day, just the effort alone for him to step on that ring with Loma, I still got to, man. That's gonna be a hard fight to pick, bro. I'm telling you.
My whole thing with this with Devin, if he does fight at 140, I don't see that man coming back down.
No, if he beats a guy like Prograis, look, first of all, Prograis is I'm gonna be honest with you, Prograis probably is the hardest puncher at 140 right now. It's either him or that other dude from Brazil. It's called Barbosa or something like that. I think it's
Barbosa.
Okay.
Barbosa.
Something like that. Yeah, I think that he got a big punch. And there's a couple of other guys like Jose Cepeda. There's another one that he can punch. But Prograis, he got a big punch, and for him to go take on that dude is a good move for him. If he beats Prograis, I'll be Devin. I won't go up, and I'll wait for everybody to come up to 40, and we fight there. That's where they're all gonna feel at their best,
So if Devin takes a fight at 140, is he putting on his skates? Is he ducking or what?
I don't think he's ducking. If you can't make the weight properly, don't make the weight. You're gonna lose. It's happened before. It happened to the greats. It happened to Felix Trinidad when he fought Winky Wright. He said it came out blatant. I made the weight, but the day I couldn't get my punches out. Same thing happened to Chavez Jr. When Chavez Jr. fought Canelo, they fought at a weight 164. He couldn't make that weight or something like what was it 163 or 164?
I think it was 165.
Something like that. He couldn't make the weight. He said, I felt stuck. I couldn't let my hands go. I felt that if I throw one punch, you come back and knock me out. That's why he said, when you can't do the weight, don't do it. Now, if you could still do it, and there's a fight out there to do it for, I think it's going to be for Loma. Because Lomachenko,
he's only 24, though. He can make that weight.
But he's been there 7 years. He's been doing that way 7 years. Your body grows up.
Zab Judah fought 140. How long?
Yeah, but Tuti, you know, Tuti, but you know this guy's a lot bigger than Zab Judah. You know he grew one. Listen, he grew in this past year. Tuti, he grew 1 inch taller. His thighs got bigger. Look at that's what I'm saying. It's hard. I'm not trying to listen. I want to see the best fights. I'm not here to be biased or nothing like that. I want to see the best fights, but I want to see the fights. Tuti, you want to see another Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis?
Nah, rehydration, no.
That's what I'm saying. We don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen because to me, I think that it's going to be another hostage here with the belts.
I think if he wins the WBC, he's gonna vacate the belts, and there's gonna be 10.
That's what I was trying to get to that, but you beat me to the point.
Probably Shakur Stevenson, and then maybe the winner is gonna fight 10.
See, but that's what I'm saying, Jay. Once that man get a taste of 140, he's not coming back down.
Again, look, if Devin moves up to 140, he has a lot of guys to worry about up there. You got Teofimo, you still got Rolly Romero. You still got Ryan Garcia, who's going to fight healthy at 140. That's going to be an awesome fight. That's going to be another, who knows, that probably could make maybe 1 million houses. So he's worrying. Those are the guys that they need to worry about themselves right now. And the low weight classes, you still got Frank Martin, you still got Shakur Stevenson, you got Lomachenko, and you still got Tank Davis. So that's what I'm trying to tell. Those fights are going to get made, Angel. They're going to get made because eventually your body, you start growing. Tank is gonna outgrow the 135 division soon.
So you say Tank or Shakur, they're gonna meet Devin at 140?
Absolutely, and then you're gonna see that fight. I promise you. Listen, this happened with the Shane Mosley and the Floyd Mayweather. You remember when Floyd Mayweather and Mosley was in the same lightweight? They went and they didn't fight at lightweight. They moved up. They caught each other at welterweight. You know. So it happens. You know.
Let's see if it's true at 140.
Let's see. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more spicy than this, but that's all right. We go to the next one.
No, you know what it is when you hear facts. When you got facts from Tuti, when you got facts from you, and you got facts from me, and there's no lie, you're gonna get the truth. But if you come in with some shit that don't make sense, that's when the shit start getting spicy.
But you did say ducking though.
Yeah,
man, what's going on with my cameras, man? Hold on a second, guys. Oh man, I thought I set this up correctly, man. What's going on here? All right. This is another one. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Okay. All right.
Tuti, can you read?
Yeah.
Yeah. True?
Yes, it is.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, right?
Yeah, 50 million.
For one fight? You think your man's gonna take that?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he don't, that's a real duck.
Yeah.
That's a duck. That's a lot of money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
$50 million, bro. That's a lot of money. What would you say if he doesn't take the fight, Tuti?
Yeah, he don't want that smoke.
Nah, man. But let's say he takes on a guy. Because, you know, let me tell you something. You know, I was doing my research. I didn't even know it was this long. Yo, Tuti, you know how many years Boo Boo Andrade's been after Canelo?
Like what, good 4 or 5 years?
10 years.
Really?
Listen, he's been waiting for a shot.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about when he was at 160.
Yeah, but he had nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? But to Canelo,
No,
makes
but
sense.
he had a belt though. Let's say the truth. He had a belt. You know, he had a belt, but I don't think. I'm gonna make this clear as day. I don't believe in fighters being afraid of others. I just believe the teams, they make the right, the perfect decision for a fighter to match with another and generate money, especially when you're the face of boxing. That's why I tell people, I don't be surprised no more. With Tank, it's not that I want to shit on Tank. Tank is a hell of a fighter. But, the truth of the matter is they're not trying to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to put nobody that's going to be moving on them.
The hardest southpaw that Canelo ever fought was Lara.
You also got to give it to Austin Trout, too. Austin Trout put up a good fight until he got knocked down.
Boo Boo Andrade is not better than none of them. He better than Trout. He better than Lara. And Canelo brought the fight to him. Canelo won that fight. So I don't think he's afraid of
I mean, that was a lot of people say it was a controversial decision. I thought Canelo pulled it out. I'm not going to lie. I thought he pulled it out.
I think he did.
Okay, he looked for the fight. You see that fight? That fight was similar to the Lomachenko fight with Devin. You got a bigger guy looking for the other one, and the other one was, moving and giving angles and this, that, and the third. The only thing I'm gonna be honest with you is that Canelo looked like a tank going after him, and he never got buzzed like by Lara or nothing like that. In the 11th round, this is what makes sense to me. That Devin Haney in the 11th round, that round was the biggest round for either fighter for Lomachenko. That's why I thought that a lot of people was like, yo, hold up. Nah. Still, Lomachenko's up there, yo. He doing this thing, but it was a full fight again, just like that fight with Canelo and Lara. Just like that.
Let's dissect this with Canelo now, because Canelo also is in a corner, just like Devin Haney. Okay. So we got Mr. Canelo Alvarez wants to fight Bivol at 175. Right? Bivol said no. He don't want to. He want to fight Canelo at 168 for the belts. So where that leaves Canelo. Now you got another guy at 168, Mr. David Benavidez, offering the man $50 million deal for Benavidez to fight in September. So how do we break this down?
Let me say one thing. I'm gonna respond to your thing real quick. But Tuti and Angel, I think what Bivol did was he cornered Canelo. Mm-hmm. This is what he did.
Exactly what he did.
He said no to 175 because he beat him already there. By him beating Canelo at 175, he's only defending his belt. But if he goes down to 168 and he beats Canelo at 168, he becomes undisputed at 168. So it's a big accomplishment for Bivol. Now, Canelo declined that offer. He said he's not going to fight him at 168. So that leaves the next big thing in boxing in that weight, which is Benavidez. So I think what they did was they cornered Canelo to either fight Bivol at 168 or you're going to fight Benavidez. Now, I don't know what Canelo's going to do because I heard Eddie Reynoso, he said, I never knew now that the challengers are the ones sending money to the champion. Like, I never heard about that. Mm-hmm. But this is so this fight won't get away. That's why they're doing that. Mm-hmm. That's why Benavidez camp is like, you know what? If y'all not going to offer us nothing, we're going to come out and offer y'all. We're going to offer y'all $50 million. We want the fight. I'm number one. I activated my mandatory. You're supposed to give me my fight. If you're not going to fight Bivol, we're not fighting. So I think right now, Canelo is kind of in a corner. It's either he fight Bivol at 168 or he's going to fight Benavidez, the mandatory. And that's going to be a hard fight for either of them. All three. Whatever fight goes by is going to be a hard fight.
But he's not going to fight Bivol.
So you think he's going to take the fight with Benavidez?
Yeah. At 50 mil? I think so. I hope so.
I heard. I don't know if you guys heard this too, but I heard a name from Edgar Berlanga swimming around.
Stop it, Five.
I heard about that too.
Stop it, Five.
You heard about it, right?
Stay still, Berlanga. You're not going. It's not going to happen. You're not going to win that fight.
Well, you know what they want to do is generate money. It's Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You know, the undefeated king. No, but that's what Tuti. That's what they're gonna try to do. That's what he's trying to portray. You know.
Yeah. Well, all right, Mr. Canelo, you got the $50 million offer on the table. If you don't take it, it's considered a duck. If you take it, everybody be happy. That's gonna be a hell of a big fight, and we shall see. September, I think September, right? Because he already saw Cinco de Mayo. So, all right. So let's
September's looking good because Ryan. I heard Ryan is gonna fight in September with Rolly.
And I heard that with Rolly, right?
Yeah.
I think they're making that happen. I hope so. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Mr. Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez.
Now, this is where it's going to get breezy, baby.
That's this weekend, folks. June 10th, Saturday at Madison Square Garden.
My birthday that day.
That's your birthday?
Yo, dude, do you want to put up something for your birthday?
Yeah, nigga lost.
Who you got, Taylor?
I'll pick Taylor because I know you're going to go with Teo.
I got Teo, man. I want Teo to bounce back.
I got Teo.
That's going to be a hard fight, Tuti. I'm telling you.
Nah. To be honest with you, it's only a hard fight if this isn't correct on Teofimo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's exactly what I was going to come and tell you right now. Do you know he's going through a divorce?
See? That's what I mean. See what I mean? It's mine. Let me tell you something, man. A focused Teofimo is dangerous. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that kid Josh, no, not for nothing. Josh Taylor's a good fighter, bro.
Josh want to get at him. Josh want to get at him, bro.
He said that this is the last thing I heard from Teo not too long ago. He said, My wife took everything from me. I can't even see my son. I want to kill Taylor. You already know he's gonna come out the same way he came out with Cambosis.
He gonna lose. He gonna lose. Not like that. I hope he come more smarter. He come more smarter. I'm telling you, bro. A focus Teofimo, the Heisman Teofimo, the Heisman Teofimo. Nobody was
Yeah.
fuck with that nigga.
Till nice.
All right, folks, that's June 10th. We're going to move on to the last and final scene. But before that, we got these two gentlemen going at it in Madison Square Garden. Don't miss it. The undercard, I believe, starts at 9 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. No. I'm wrong because we're in the East Coast. So I'm pretty sure they're going to start maybe like 9 o'clock our time in the East Coast. So, yeah, stay locked and loaded, get tuned in. And I got Teofimo. Jay got Taylor. I'm not betting in this fight. I'm just gonna watch it, have a couple of brews. You know what I'm saying? And may the best man win. All right. Now
Yo, EG, you don't want to put 10?
$10? I'll do $10. You want to do $10?
Let's do 25.
25? All right, we'll do 25.
Yeah.
Want to do 25?
All right, cool.
All right,
Handshake.
25. All right. The final. The final scene.
Oh my God.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Now, to be honest,
have you guys noticed the camera setup? You don't get it, Jay?
Huh?
You don't get it?
I see his face. I don't like the way he's looking at me.
You don't see how the camera's all set up? You're right under him?
My camera or your camera?
No, the way the layout. I'm
far away. Yeah, I see it.
I'm far away, nigga. You right under him.
I know. That's how you did it.
I thought you was gonna catch that.
I'm gonna take your little $25, bro.
I tell you one thing though. Now he ain't that stupid though. At least he admitted that he's bisexual and all that. Like, if he would have been on some, that's not me, that's somebody else, they would have flamed him. Hey,
yeah, my brother. Yeah, but he gotta stop being a gangster, bro. You gotta stop that shit. He ain't no gangster.
Acting like a gangster.
Nigga, he tried to kill Cepeda, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, he was talking shit to him, though. You say he kept laughing.
No, listen, Cepeda said it. Cepeda was getting death threats, bro.
That's all front, bro. That kid's not like that. He bugged him over his plug. Not like that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's depressing. Not depressing, but it's a shock. It's a shock to the boxing community.
Because he's committed.
No, like I said, it's not depressing. It's a shock to the community. You know, this is basically the second guy from the Puerto Rican descent that comes out that's bisexual or gay. She you know, he got there's videos out there floating around with the man having intercourse with other men, and they saying that he's openly coming out to those rumors, and I guess he's accepting it. He's standing on it. I just feel that you know, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be careful with my words. I don't want to get.
No, like how can I say? For the people that live from back in the days, right? You know, like a lot of back in the days, people we don't be with gays and lesbians. You know what I'm saying? Now in this era, it's more open to it. Now people is freely with it. You know what I'm saying? You know. And,
let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that because this is a very
it's not really a bad. To be like I said though, like back then, there was fighters that used to hide it. Remember when Kid Correct fought that guy? Remember the Kid Correct that he died in the ring, that he lost to that guy. JP, you gotta know. You know
who would you talk about?
The Kid Correct. That was his last name though. He died in the ring. He fought Ernest something.
You talking about the kid that Panama Lewis was training?
No. His Kid Perret, he fought a dude that he kept calling him, you a maricon, you a maricon. And he killed him in the ring. I forgot the name.
I know who you're talking about, Tuti. I can't think about the name right
give
now.
me 1 second. 1 second. Let me look it real quick.
Look for it. Yeah, look for it.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I can say about that is I keep them in my prayers, man. What could I say? I mean, you know, I was spooked when I seen that video that they just popped up. It went viral, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That to me was kind of like, it was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like
Emil Griff. Remember Emil Griff?
Emil
That he
Griff. Yeah.
fought Kid. He killed Kid Perret, the Kid Perret.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you're right.
Benny the Kid Perret. That Benny the Kid Perret kept making fun of Emil Griff, and there was rumors that he was gay. He was a boxer.
Yeah.
So in the press conference, he kept calling him maricon. Yo, maricon, yo, maricon,
You're
yo,
right.
maricon.
Yeah, I seen that.
And
You're right.
he told him, he said, you know what? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you in the ring. And he killed him in the ring. He killed him in the ring.
But you know what?
And because they was pictures of him in one of those like those gay clubs, and he was like getting lap dances for the dudes and the clubs and all that. And they found out and they started kicking Perret. I mean, there's some gay boxers there. They ain't gonna come out. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. We're not trying to like bash the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just a shock into the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? And hey, he's openly coming out. He's owning up to it. Just be ready what's coming behind it with all the jokes.
I keep him in my prayers.
I keep him in my prayers as well. I do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not here just trying to bash. We're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? He's got. Then he had a. Have you seen his kid's mother? She's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened there? You know what I mean? Yeah, he got a kid. He got a kid. So, but hey, I gotta go to the last scene. This is the last one. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna get back to us.
Yo, try to change me. Yo, try to change me from the bottom, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna change you right now. Nothing but luck to Mr. Josueee Vargas. Nothing but success for you, my brother, moving forward. Now that you came out, we just have want you to we wish you the best.
Look for Jesus,
and we'll leave it at that. All right, this is the last scene right here. This podcast is gonna be coming soon. So stay tuned, stay locked, stay loaded. It's coming up. That's gonna be the next podcast with Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Buck Crawford, and we are going to have fun with this one. It's cooking up. Only here at Rank Talk. Brought to you by Underdog Sports TV. Please stay locked and loaded. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. What else? Follow, share. All the good shebangs. Okay? Please come into this one. Wipe your feet. Hit the like button. All that good stuff. And stay tuned for this one. All right? All right. Let's get back to us real quick. All right.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. I got these gloves right here. R6 rival gloves. Okay. The 1,000 subscriber that hits gets these free pair of gloves. This is the giveaway from the Underdog Sports TV show. From Ring Talk, and whoever hits the 1,000 will look you up, and we'll get your information, and we'll send these gloves to you guys. All right, brought to you by Underdog Sports TV.
Or the person that hit Bill Haney with the beer bottle, you get that glove. You have to proof that you did it.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's our show. This is a good one. And all I got to say is keep God first. But first things first, I want to thank both my hosts, JP and Tuti Love. We did a good one today. Please, again, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Angel.
Like all that, Angel. Follow all that good stuff. What's up, Jay?
I'm sorry. Before we hang up, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if you heard, but Jerron Boots Ennis.
Yeah, he's fighting some kid named what's his name?
Royman Villa. That's the kid that beat Rashidi Ellis.
Yeah.
Remember that war?
Yes.
He's fighting Jerron Ennis. That's gonna be a hell of a fight.
All right. Well, don't worry about it. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that in. We're gonna get it in. Don't trust me.
Just keeping people posted, because you know I like to put out little things like that when we hear it. You know, we gotta let people know.
We got it. We're gonna put it in the next podcast. We'll put it in the next one. All right, folks, that's our time. Keep God first, and everything else will follow. Peace.